Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to dive into a topic that I know a lot of homeowners can relate to, and that is renovation regrets. In case you are new here, we bought our 80s fixer-upper bungalow about 18 months ago, and as we've been updating it, we've very much been learning things that we do and very much don't like. I'm going to caveat this by saying there were no major mistakes, thank God. But there were some small little mistakes that could have been really easily avoided. So I'm hoping that by sharing this with you guys, hopefully you can avoid making the same mistakes that we did. Before we jump in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can follow along with our renovation journey. Okay, so regret number one, we have our ensuite tiles. We opted for a light matte tile on our walls and our floors. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love the overall aesthetic. They're sleek, they're modern, but they are not practical. The problem with matte tiles, they mark really easily and they're a pain to clean. Over time, our floors have definitely started to look just a little bit more dingy. So when it comes to bathroom tiles, I'd opt for more of a semi-gloss finish in the future. They're easier to maintain and you'll definitely save yourself a lot of elbow grease. As a side note, if you are opting for light grout, make sure you use a sealer so that it stays that way. Next on our list is the stepping stone path that leads up to our front door. This DIY was definitely a great addition to our curb appeal, but it hasn't been the best in the long run. The reality is it's not that easy to walk on. We did use stone lock, but the stones still get kicked up, and we've even had chips on the edge of our patio slabs. In future, we would opt for a more solid level pathway, something like block paving or resin-bound stones. They're safer and more practical in the long run, plus you'd still get the same cute curb appeal. Now, regret number three, let's talk about the lock on our front door. It might not be the most exciting part of the renovation, but it is one you do not want to get wrong. We have to use a key to lock and unlock the door on the inside. This is actually a safety risk because if there was a fire, you don't want to be fumbling around for a key to get out. We end up leaving the key in the door, which then means if someone else is trying to unlock the door from the outside, they can't. It's such a small mistake, but one that can just get so easily overlooked. In hindsight, we should have checked that our door handle came with a thumb turn lock on the inside. So in future, we'd be sure to check for that. Alternatively, we would opt for a smart lock. There are a lot of products on the market that offer keyless entry, remote control, and even integrate with your smartphone, so you don't even need to carry your keys around. Next up is our matte black worktops in the kitchen. I still think they look incredible. They're sleek and sophisticated, but here's the thing, they very rarely look like that. The amount of just dirt that they show up, smudges, watermarks, fingerprints. It is a given with matte black surfaces, to be honest. You very much have to stay on top of your cleaning to make sure that it still looks good. I still think that the solid laminate worktop was a really, really good budget-friendly buy, but in future, I would just go for a very different finish. In future, we would love a quartz or a porcelain worktop, but unfortunately that just was not in the budget for this renovation. And last but not least, let's talk about the kitchen cabinet handles. So we decided to go for slimline finger edge pull handles in the kitchen because they look really cool, but let's think practically. They're just not as ergonomic or functional as a traditional handle. Majority of our cupboards, we do not have an issue with them whatsoever. But where we do have a problem is with our integrated fridge freezer, where you really have to like yank the door to kind of open it. They're just not as practical. We are actually in the process of changing out the handles just on our pantry units that has our fridge in there and opting for a more traditional, just practical handle. So there you have it, guys. 5 renovation regrets that could have been so easily avoided. I think it's just so important to remember that every single decision you make in a renovation should be a really good balance of practicality and style. I don't think I quite struck that for a couple of our choices, but you live and you learn. If you have already made some of these mistakes, like us, then don't worry, because there are usually solutions that can fix them too. I hope you guys have found this video helpful. If you have, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an upcoming video, and I will catch you guys in the next one.